It's unbelievable, this is as good as it gets. It's unbelievable, don't know what's gonna happen next.
Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So today's look I'm super excited to be giving you guys just because the past couple days I have been practicing a couple different looks, and I uploaded pictures on my Instagram and on my Twitter and Facebook, and I'm sure if you guys follow me, you've seen it. The two looks that I was going between was this one here and the one that I did with the green eye, the green smoky eye, and the gray lip. That was definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I got it on and I love it. So yeah, you gotta please excuse my nails in this video. They're a hot mess. I had them done for the 4th of July and it's time for new nails. Anyways, so yeah, I stepped outside of my comfort zone to wear that lipstick and I actually kind of loved it. So I'm thinking the next video I'll probably be doing that look just because a lot of you asked what lipstick that was. So anyways, yeah, I chose this look just because this was the most requested out of the two that I uploaded. And I do want to start off by saying I am so super excited. I want to send out a humongous thank you. I'm over it now, but I actually hit 1,000 followers on my Instagram channel. So thank you guys so much. I kind of feel like, you know, compared to a lot of other artists that are out there, 1,000 followers on my Instagram is really not that big of a deal. But to me, I appreciate it so much. I love makeup so much. I can't even remember like when I started playing with makeup. That's how long. I remember when I was a little girl, I would sit in my room in front of my mirror and I would turn my radio on and I would just play with my makeup for hours on end. So it's been something that I've been doing for a long time, but to actually be able to have people follow my work is so cool and incredible for me. And I just want to thank you guys so much because there's so many other makeup artists out there, obviously, and the fact that you guys take the time to sit down and watch my videos or to even follow me or subscribe to me or keep up on my work, I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. It makes me so happy. When I opened my Instagram yesterday and I seen that my page said I had 1,000 followers, I was like, shut up. Is this seriously real? Like, I couldn't even believe it. So thank you. So let's get back to talking about this look. Obviously, it's a very bold lip, but just like I always say, I'm normally not one to wear a bold lip, shockingly, because in almost every single one of my videos, I do a pretty intense lip for you guys. But normally I wear, you know, especially if I'm wearing like an intense eye like this, I wear a nude lip. My favorite nude lip to wear, as of right now, it has been for a long time, is the Viva Glam 2 lipstick from MAC Cosmetics. I just kind of feel like if you're going for a nude lip, like that's the perfect lipstick to go with. But anyways, I think that this video was so highly requested because of the lip that I'm wearing. And I use a liner. I do show it to you in my tutorial. It should be sitting right here in front of me. I can't even find it. My desk right now is a mess just because I just got done filming. But the lipstick is called Heroin. I did talk about that lipstick a couple videos ago, video games. I can't even talk today. A couple videos ago, that was the lipstick I was talking about that I hated the name of it. But it's definitely one of the most beautiful purple lipsticks that I have ever worn. So yeah, that's the lipstick that we're using. I'm sure a lot of you probably already have it. And then this lip liner, it's like a dark plum. It's called Cyber World. So if you don't have this, any dark plummy, can you see it right there on my hand? Any dark plummy lip liner is going to work for this look. I also used a ton of shadows from MAC, and I know I've said a couple videos ago that the reason I use so many MAC products is because I worked for MAC Cosmetics for a few years, and so a lot of their products were very easy to get. They're still very easy to get for me. But just like I say every time I film for you guys, if you don't have the exact colors and you have something similar to it, you're gonna be able to pull off this look. Did you guys see my dogs in the background? My son just woke up and he opened my door, so now you're gonna be able to see everything that's going on behind me. But anyhow, yeah, so I think that's it. I'm gonna wrap up babbling. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Thank you again so much to each and every single one of you that are subscribed or following follow my channels. If you like this look, please like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to me. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything that you want to see here on this channel, please leave a comment in the drop box below. And that is everything. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Hey guys! Okay, so my first eye is already done and my second eye is already primed, and I use the MAC Pro Longwear NW20 concealer, and the first color we are going to use today is Kid, and we are using this as our blending color, and we are basically going to apply this all over. We are going to do it in our crease, we're going to even allow it to fall down onto our lid, and we're going to blend it up almost to underneath of our eyebrow, so right up onto that brow bone, because at the very end we're going to use our highlight color to blend downwards, so you won't even see this blending color that we used really. Second color we're going to use is the color Wedge. This is another cool tone brown, and it's just a few shades darker than the first shade that we used, and we are going to use it on a smaller blending brush. I will list all of my brushes that I use below in the description bar, and we are basically going to use this color to start carving out that crease area. And because we are using this color to carve out our crease, we're just going to blend it back and forth. We're not going to really do circular motions for this shadow that we're using here. And then, as always, I picked up the first brush that I used and I kind of blended those two colors together. Now we are going in with our third color, and this is Blackberry. This is another shadow from MAC. This is just a very cool toned purple color, so anything that you have is going to work. And with this color, we're going to keep it, again, we're putting this obviously in our crease, but we're going to also keep this on the outside part of our eye, almost, you know, we're going to do a kind of like a V-shape motion. We're going to do it down towards our lashes and up into our crease, but we're going to concentrate on keeping this color very low. You don't want it to go up too high. You want this eye to be very blown out and very smoky on the outside, so we're really going to concentrate on blending this color mainly on the outside part of our eye. And we are using it all the way to the middle part of our eye in our crease, but we're keeping it very low. Next, we are going in with the shade Deep Damson, and we are going to apply this very low in our crease. The reason we're using this color is just to give this smoky effect to this eye. It's just going to take it to another level because this color is just so dark and it's just beautiful. And we are applying it with a goat hair blending brush. The reason I am not using a synthetic brush is just because this color is so dark, and I really want to use it, like I said, to just smoke out this eye a lot more. And when you use a natural hair fiber brush like this, it just helps that blending process so much better, especially when you're using a color that's so deep and so dark. And then, as always, I'm just picking up the brush that I used prior to this color and blending those two colors a little bit better together, just, you know, so that line between the two colors is not harsh. You really don't even want to see any line between two colors. Next, I'm going in and I am doing my lid color. This is called All That Glitters, and I am just packing this all over my lid from the inner corner of my eye right out until it meets the Deep Damson. And as you can see, I'm just kind of like packing this all over and just kind of going back and forth, and I'm allowing that brush to touch that crease color as well. Now we're going to clean up our under eye area just to remove any fallout, and I just used a simple makeup remover on a cotton pad, and I cleaned up my under eye area. Now we are going in and we're doing our liner. I am using Maybelline Eye Studio and a 266 brush by MAC Cosmetics. And this, again, you know, I gave you guys a preview, another one on how I do my liner. And I just make that line and start, basically I do that first line as a guide, and then I just pull that other line down and do the angle, and then I just go in and I fill that area in, and then on the inner part of my eye I just tight line my lashes. And with my eyeliner, I do have to say I speed past it, but I do go over it a couple times just because I like my liner to be very dark and very crisp, so I go over it, you know, like 2 or 3 times. After that, I am taking another angled brush and I am soaking it in makeup remover. I am, you know, really applying a good bit of that makeup remover on the brush, because this is where you're going to want to go in and clean up the angle of your eyeliner. So, you know, any product that gets underneath of that line that just doesn't look right, you can clean it up and go in and make it look a lot crisper and cleaner. Now we're going in and doing foundation. I am using my L'Oreal True Match Lumi today. The reason I'm using this is just because I really didn't have anything to do after this video. I normally use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, however, I didn't want to waste the product, and after I filmed this video, I washed my makeup right off. And this really, to be honest with you, is one of my go-to foundations. I absolutely love this foundation. Now I'm going in and I am doing my concealer. I am also using this as a highlight, and as usual I'm applying this pretty generously underneath of my eye area because I always go in with a damp beauty blender. I have no idea how I even lived without a beauty blender before I discovered it. My grandmother got me one this past Christmas, or no, it was the Christmas of 2012. Like, I've always been into makeup, and my grandmother got me a beauty blender, and ever since then I have been absolutely in love with them, and that's every time that's what I use to blend out my concealer, just because I feel like it gives the concealer such a nice finish, and it helps it look a lot more like skin. And I am using the Urban Decay, the Naked Skin Concealer. I love this. It's a new product for me, but it's definitely something that I'm going to continue using because I absolutely love it. It's the only thing that I have found, other than the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC Cosmetics, that really doesn't crease on me. I absolutely love it. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to set my under eye area. I'm really not going to set everywhere else that I highlighted today just because I wanted to keep this look pretty natural as far as skin goes. I wanted to keep it, very dewy and very luminous. So I'm only setting my under eye area, and I am using the Anastasia contour kit to do this. And then after that, right here, I'm going to go in and I think that I am going to contour. So I am using these two outside colors. I have used that middle color on my clients and, for my freelance work, but unfortunately that middle color, it's just such a cool tone that it looks very muddy and very green on me. So I have to keep my contour pretty warm. And I am going in and I'm actually using the same brush that I used to set my under eye area with to basically, I do go in, don't worry guys, I do go in and I blend this out. However, I use this brush to kind of place my color just because I feel like this brush, I don't know, it really just helps me carve out everywhere that I want to apply this product. And then after I get it applied, I do go in with a much fluffier brush and I blend it out. But right now, as you can see, I'm just carving out my jawbone or my cheekbones, and I put a little bit on my forehead. And as usual, I will go in later in this video and contour the sides of my nose. But this is where I pick up that bigger blending brush. And I use this a couple more times throughout the video, like when I put my blush and stuff on, just to blend everything out. And I am using Breath of Plum. And this is a blush from MAC, and I am using it on a goat hair blending brush. I cannot remember the number of this brush at the moment. However, like I said earlier, I will list all of my brushes in the description bar below. So if you guys are interested in any of those brushes, that is where you can find which brushes I used. And I am applying my blush all over my cheekbones, and then that's where you see I pick up that bigger blending brush and I blend it out. It just makes it so much more, I don't know, it just such a prettier flow. Now we are going in, and this is where the wow factor of this look comes in. We are doing our lower lash line. You're going to want to use any precision brush. Mine is from MAC. I will list it below. And I am using the shade Coppering, and you are going to buff this back and forth on your lash line. You do not have to worry about keeping this color very tight just because we have such a smoky lower lash line that you can get basically as messy as you want underneath of here. Now you're going to go in with a black eye kohl, mine is by NYX, and you're going to line your waterline. After you get both eyes done, with the Coppering and with the waterline, you are going to go in with a I use the pencil brush. Different people like different things for buffing out your lower lash line, but I always use a goat hair pencil brush, and you're going, well, I am using the shade called Rule. It is by MAC. It is a very reddish orange tone, and I am buffing this very, like I said, you can see how messy it is underneath of there, but like I said, this is the wow factor of this look. So really you want attention focused on that lower lash line. So really the messier that you buff this out, the better this look is gonna be. The first time I wore this look, I didn't do it as messy and I didn't do it as thick underneath of there, and then I wore it a second time and I liked it so much better because I buffed it out a lot more the second time. After we use those two colors, I did go in and do my inner corner highlight, and I used nylon to do that with, and I just applied that all by my tear duct. And now I'm going in and I am doing my brow bone highlight, and I am using the shade Shroom. This is another shadow by MAC, and as you can see right here, I am turning my brush sideways, and this is where I said in the beginning of this tutorial that you really want to make sure you blend that color downwards into that crease color. After that, I did go in with that blending brush, and I just did back and forth motions to blend those two colors together. Now we are going in and we are doing our highlight. I wanted to keep my highlight on the cool tone side today, so this highlighter, I can't remember the name of it at the moment. I will list it below. It is a highlighter from MAC, and it is got like a purplish undertone, so it kind of goes perfectly, especially with the lip that we're going to be wearing today. And I just apply that all over my higher cheekbones and down the center of my nose, and then I go in and I do contour the sides of my nose. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do our lips. As always, I have already filled my lips in, so you guys don't have to sit and watch me do that. And I use the pencil Cyber World. And now I am going to go in with that horribly named lipstick called Heroin, and I am going to apply this all over top of that lip liner that we did. I used to hate telling people the name of this lipstick when I worked at MAC. Like when they would come in and pick up the lipstick, or I would wear it and they'd be like, oh my god, this is so, so beautiful. What's the name of it? I kind of felt like when I would have to tell them the name, it would kill it for them. But the color was just so perfect that I kind of feel like it makes up for it. After that, you're going to set everything. I used a dewy setting spray this time. However, this setting spray, normally I use NYX and this was Loreal. But after you set everything, you are complete. So I really hope that you guys love this look and enjoy wearing it. It's so pretty and it's going to look good on all of you. This is definitely one of my favorite looks to wear. So if you love the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I really can't thank you guys all enough for watching, and I will see you in my next video.